It's week 4 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Steelers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses.
We do indeed. It's something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. And I think that both of these quarterbacks are more than capable of doing just that.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Boston elects to bring this out of the end zone. Up to midfield. 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They run with his second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 27, Flacco. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Eric passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Our first carry for the second-year man, it's Najee Harris. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Looking to throw. Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Flacco. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Once more, it's Flacco. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here. We'll see if he can try and make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Flacco right back to work after the pick 6. Out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Flacco. He finds Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flacco looks to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Flacco will take to the air again. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
His throw incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I figure I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Flacco over the middle, and it's incomplete. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And got his man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Flacco. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Pickens on the slant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Flacco. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Austin. In for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A 71-yard punt return. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Flacco looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's got the connection to Moore. That all the way in. Touchdown. Elijah Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Flacco set to lead this offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 56 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Flacco. And that'll be incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Down inside the 10. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. 34 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time. They were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Flacco's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Flacco. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. Touchdown. Elijah Moore. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. One last gasp for Flacco. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Bye.